One of the questions that I'm sometimes asked is how can you, when you're training someone to defend themselves, try to capture the reality of what it would be like to really be on the street when it's really on the line, when your life is really on the line. It's one thing to do a set of movements in a school where it's safe and it's well lit and the environment is level. Outside, the world is different. The wind can be blowing, the terrain can be uneven. And also there's that whole concept of your heart rate going from 60 to 70 beats per minute, the average person, that in a violent encounter in less than a second can jump to 200 beats per minute. Rational thought has gone out the window. The ability to do fine motor skills is gone. So how do we train someone to do that? Well, I want to give you what I've been teaching for a long, long time called creative visualization. And here's what it boils down to. I'm sure you've all heard stories about a woman, maybe her child is trapped under a car. And in that moment of extreme stress with the adrenaline jumping, she's able to lift up the car and free the child. How can that be? Well, we know that when fright hits or fear hits, there's that syndrome of flight, fight, I add a third one, or freeze. So how do we take and do this? It's real simple. I try to tell my students, I want you to think of the person that's the closest to you in the entire world. It can be your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your mom, your dad, your children. It can be anybody or anything you want it to be. And I want you to practice getting in your mindset that in that moment of crisis, that moment when I'm frightened or I'm fearful, what do I do? I have developed over the years the ability to see my wife and my children in my mind saying, honey, don't let this man take you from us. We need you. I see my wife saying that, my children, my boys and my girls saying that even though they're grown, don't let this man take you from us. And now all of a sudden, I'm no longer stopped by fear because I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it for someone else. Now let me just be not graphic, but let me drive home this point of how powerful this creative visualization is. If you were to come home early from work one day, and you went into your home, and that loved one that you feel the closest to in the world, your wife, your children, or both of them, was about ready to be assaulted by a stranger. In that moment when they're about ready to attack your child or attack your spouse, do you think the fear that you feel would cause you to freeze and do nothing? Or to run away? No. That powerful imagery is what I want you to capture in creative visualization. I want you to practice seeing those loved ones in your mind. The truth of the matter is you don't even need to know martial arts at that moment in time because you are so on fire. You are so on fire that you will attack whoever is trying to harm your loved ones. Well, what the point I want you to get in creative visualization, I want you to see that when someone's trying to harm you, they're harming those that you love. Practice it. We'll be back with some more videos, and thank you for watching.